Okay, respect. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and get this round two going on. We are going to go ahead and get this video finished up, and let's see what we got on this right here, because I really want to hear what Passa got to say. So I got y'all. Don't worry. Part two's right here. Let's kick it off. I digress. My mic is muted. Let's go.
I don't say that to be mean. I say that because it's a fact. It ain't no such thing as a devil. I'm just using the terms that you're familiar with. It was the God of the Bible that drowned people. It was the God of the Bible that sent animals out of the woods to destroy children. It was the God of the Bible who chose to unalive all the firstborn in Egypt, even the slaves and even the firstborn of the cattle. It was the maniacal God of the Bible that did that.
Now, this is also, I believe, I was tapping on some things in part one. This is also why I continuously say, be careful who you let guide you. For him, like me, with the teeny bit of understanding that I have, I already know that he's been taught wrong. And I don't even know much, but I know this man's been taught very wrong. There's no way you could truly have that you can't come to that conclusion and have anything that I would see is even in the right direction. And this is why, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it somewhere in that book, something about blind leading blind or something like that? If I'm not mistaken now, I do believe there is talk about blind leading the blind. Do we really look at that as a physical, like you see three blind men? Or those three blind men, do you see them as all fully functional people who just all lack knowledge, wisdom, and they're ignorant, as in to ignore what is obviously in front of you, and they refute things, and they argue, and they go back and forth, and then they come up with their own conclusions, and it really is something that is not of what the true meaning and definition of what you just read in that text, verse, and or chapter. But I digress. My mic is muted. Let's keep going.
And then intimidating you and I so much to the degree that we would see the wickedness of the character Yahweh in the Bible and deny it and say, no, he wasn't wicked. No, it really is our fault. It's us. No, it's not. Do you know how many people are on the brink of suicide or have committed suicide because they battle within themselves, wondering why a loving God made them the way that he did, but yet because of how they were taught, God, you in your own word condemned me and you made me this way? Do you know how many people are miserable and terrified of the monster in the closet?
Like I said, most people is something very devastating. Listen to all of those why gods. Listen to all of the everything that just went down. Why would you make me this way? Why am I created? Yeah, that's huge. This is exactly what I hear every time I hear people who have been broken from belief. Yes, that's what I call it. I call it broken from belief.
They can't live their life because they fear that this wicked beast is going to destroy them because they won't find him while he's playing hide and seek. While there's no evidence that he even exists, or if it's a he, it, she, they, them. We don't know. But keep in mind, this proverbial God is the one that created you and I this way. And then the writers said in the book that he established the end from the beginning, that none of this is done outside of his will. So here's what I want to say. First of all, to all you beautiful people out there, ain't nothing wrong with you. You weren't born in no sin, shaped in no iniquity with some death sentence on you simply because you were born. If a programmer developed a piece of software that had a virus.
Actually, I'll just, that one piece. Yeah, we were born with a death sentence, because the fact is, every single day you wake up is another day closer to the day you cross over. Whether it's by freak accident, Lord forbid, or whether it's by natural old age laying peacefully in your home with your garden flourishing outside of your country home. Like, yeah, we do have a death sentence, bro. The fact is, no human lives forever. You must exit this vessel someday. I know. And that's the piece we all kind of from time to time be forgetting while we being so lit and having fun in our life. One day you will expire. We all have a due date. But I digress. My mic is muted. And do not worry about that. This is just the beginning of what you can see.
We would think something was wrong with that developer if we saw them going crazy over the software and stomping it, jumping up and down like saying, what's wrong with you, software? What's wrong with you? You're going to burn for this. We would think that person was crazy. You see it now, right? You beautiful person who might...
Is he not preaching right now? I'm saying, if you was to switch up and just take everything he's saying and just make it, stuff that comes from the book, things that we've all heard and not heard from the book, whatever it is, does he need not sound like right now he's preaching? So, Pastor telling us not to go to church while preaching. This is something right here, but let's keep on going. Bless your heart, Pastor.
Be gay or whatever. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You live your life and you...
I will never say it's anything wrong with a person because listen, I have relatives. Look, man, I say it all the time. I have relatives in my family, and I love my family members who are of that lifestyle. I love every last one of y'all. It don't matter how long it's been since I've talked to you. I love you. But the thing is that we got to stop making excuses for what we know, I guess you can say, if that's what's written. And if you do believe what is written, then that's something like, most people would, and I would myself say, I don't argue with that. Not to mention the signs of nature that show is just, it's something that's just, there's no good that comes from it. Let me just say that. That's just me. I don't damn anyone. But yeah, I would just say that. But I digress. My mic is muted. Let's keep going.
Beautiful person. It is the Abrahamic religion that makes us mistreat people. You're great people. You're wonderful people. We just simply believe the book. And please forgive us. Forgive me, because I was the same. I was homophobic like many black men while having loved ones who were gay. How dare you?
Yeah, that always trips me out when they say phobic. Like, yo, that means to be scared, to fear of. I ain't never been scared of no dude that's sweet. Nothing personal. I don't know how to say it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all act. But I'm just saying, I ain't never been scared of that. I just always wondered, how the hell you don't like pussy? But anyway, that's just always what I thought. I ain't never been scared. And again, when we throw words around. So think about it. For us to even have the term homophobic, and then you have people of the community who live that. And if they're thinking people are scared of them whole time, it has nothing to do with a phobia. It has just everything to do with some accept, some don't. That's why it's so important for us to be careful how we throw around words. Phobia is a fear. I digress. My mic is muted.
I will be damned and refuse to lift my hands up for any idea of any type of God that would make me, in sin, whatever the hell that is, make me worthy of death. And then tell me if I don't find him in the midst of all of these claimed fictitious ideas called gods, I'm going to burn for eternity. But let me tell you something. If you were real, I ain't nobody's sheep. I ain't nobody's slave. And I'm not scared of you or your idea. So, if in fact that God was real, burn me. Because I'd rather be with the people, the real ones. I'll stand with them. Burn me. You want to burn me because I love more than you? That's what I would say. Do it. Because I ain't nobody's punk. And you ain't going to threaten me. And don't let nobody threaten you. For all of...
Now, last piece, and I want to hear what this brother has to say too. I want to hear what he has to say some on this. I'm just curious, right? Myself, I want to know again. Do you really think that this is from a man who was truly belief brokenhearted? Or do you think that this also could be signs and hints of mental illness again. I be thinking about these things, but let's keep on listening. Let's see what we got.
Let me just say this. I don't want what he got. That is a broken man. I don't want what he got.
Wow. I have not seen this. I just kind of came, I just said it myself. He is broken in belief. This has been turning out to be very interesting on these little dot connections here. But let's keep on going. I digress. My mic is muted.
That man is broken.